I got to tell you, I'm so used to like different things, like theme music and entry and the way we normally do things, and now we've got Tales from the Trucker's Pit, the driver's seat. Hello, everyone. I'm TJ. That is Adam. Welcome to Amigos After Dark, the truck driving edition. We're going to have two of them back to back this week and next week.
Okay.
Because I found out I'm getting the big money next week.
Get that paper.
Hey, you know what? It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
And I know no one's got a problem with that, motherfucker.
You're right. No one's got a problem with getting a little extra money.
Man, so, you know, before I get into a couple different things that have happened in the last 24 hours, how is your new job going?
Okay, so my new job, my old job.
What?
Yeah. So through messages, because the managers of the store all shared a chat to talk.
Is it our fault?
I was understanding. Oh, no.
Okay.
No. This was there were red flags popping up to me that took this job from, oh, this might be a fun challenge, to this is a fucking garbage fire. You know what? I make Social Security. I don't need this level of stress. It can fuck right off. So
wait, okay,
I turned
so
in all my stuff
today, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Today.
So
I thought about
now
a few days.
So now we don't have to worry. You can go back to being the lovable, fun-filled pervert that we know you are.
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Well, all right. So what made it such a dumpster fire?
Well, okay. So I've been hired almost 3 weeks now. You want to know how many hours I've worked?
How many?
7.
7?
7. Yeah.
And you're supposed to be the store manager.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be training to be the store manager. 7.
Well, you would think that you'd need a little bit more time than that.
Yeah, I mean, they worked me last Friday and Saturday. Then days off until I was supposed to work tomorrow. It's like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All off. And then I had 3 shifts in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All at like 4 hours each.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, so right off the bat, y'all don't pay me enough to deal with this shit. Second off, there's not much accountability with the staff and management and stuff.
Right.
It's all falling on the store manager. She had said that drawers were coming up short. She had to throw in hundreds of her own dollars to make the accounts level.
What?
Like she put in $300 of her own bank account just in the last 2 days.
Wow.
I'm like,
okay, so I'm curious. Do you have a man there that works for you, or do they have a guy there that works for them that is morbidly obese, gets around on a walker, poops his own pants, has never ate pussy, and is a known chronic shoplifter?
No.
Huh.
Actually, all of them are under, well, except for one, the guy who was training me. Other than that, they're all under the age of 24. The guy who was training me was 31. So, and he worked in the grill. So he had nothing to do with the drawers.
Wow.
And he was training manager too. We were just both kind of busting ass in the grill.
Yeah.
So, but there's, I found out all this money goes missing frequently. I found out that the cameras they have inside to keep an eye on people don't even fucking.
Well, then how the hell are you supposed to do your job?
Yeah, there's no accountability. It all falls on the store manager. I'm looking at that like that's my future position. Fuck you.
Yeah. No.
So, I went in there. I gave her a chance to try and retain me as a worker.
Yeah.
And I started off with, so what are you going to do regarding all this money that's going missing? And, she commented about the cameras, that they needed new ones installed. But that was it. I'm like, okay,
so
a manager at other stores, like managers would count it in front of the people who were running the registers. And the people who were running the registers, the employees, regular employees, were responsible for their own tills.
Right.
And that's not how it goes there. The only people who have tills there is managers who run the front part of the store. Other than that, car hops, like the money from people in the cars, go figure, and bring it back, and the managers put it into the drawers. So, okay, so at that point, what manager's stealing all this money? If the drawers go over, it's because people are tipping. But if people are tipping, then the drawers should not be low.
All right, so I'm just going to bring this up. I just had this epiphany. It's a great idea. This is in Taylorville, right?
Yes.
I have a friend who has some known issues, but I think he would be absolutely perfect for this job. Because if money's coming up missing all the time, he'd be happy to write them a check, just like he did when he worked for Popeyes. Now, will he guarantee that the check will clear? No, but he will write them a check.
Yeah, I don't think they take checks anymore. Not there. I think if you're paying something in, I think you have to pay cash.
Well, I mean, the most I've seen is like cash or card, and that's most of your establishments like that one. So I am just leaving our terminal. I'm just leaving our terminal in Houston as we speak. And I have to be honest, this is the first time I have ever seen this terminal that bare and barren of trailers. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Like normally I pull in there when I'm getting there to drop, hook, and refuel. I mean, the drop lot is packed. There must have been maybe 15 trailers in the drop lot. I hooked up. My two were already out of the door, worked, sealed, ready. I went and got a dolly right away, refueled the truck, got hooked up, and I was hooking up. There were two other trucks hooking up, and there was very little in the doors getting worked. Okay. I'd say maybe, and this is a terminal that can run 1,000 trailers at one time, and I think I saw maybe 50 trailers total getting worked. I was blown away.
Yeah, I'm surprised you actually got in some work if they were running that low.
Yeah, no kidding. Corey says he saw a story today. You're going to have to read the chat today for me because I'm trying to drive at the same time. But he saw a story today that FedEx is down. Please continue from there.
Yep. People are not shipping priority like they used to.
You know, and I've noticed that a lot just in our terminal. But, you know, there's a lot of, you know, we're right at the season, Corey, to be honest. This is peak. This is when people should start shipping because you got Christmas around the corner. You got Thanksgiving. Hey, who knows? You know, somebody might want to send somebody a big old box of salmonella for Thanksgiving. Here, I cooked the turkey for you. Sorry, it's bad.
Yeah. It's like I half cooked it and then expected that it would just go the rest of the way with the residual heat.
But yeah, as far as the line haul goes, I mean, we're still moving. There's just today is the first day that I've really seen the Houston terminal, which is a big terminal, just as dead as it was.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. I mean, but at least you got your haul and you're hauling it and you're getting paid. So
hey, I'm making mine. You know.
Yeah.
And we make decent money. And then Corey said something about car hops on skates with a I can't make that out. I'm sorry.
Car hops on skates with a walker would be a disaster. I agree,
But
Corey. It would.
It would be a disaster, but it would also be very entertaining.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the insurance for that business would go through the roof.
I mean,
having a lot of workers' claims.
That's actually a good question. I mean, what jobs would be bad to do on skates? I mean, obviously roller skating would be bad while driving a truck.
Yeah, they actually have training to be a roller skating car hop.
Really?
You don't have to, but you can take the video course training to be a car hop.
Wow. But I mean, you know what I'm saying is like, all right, so, you know, obviously driving a truck would probably be a bad thing to do on skates.
Yeah.
What about running a nuclear reactor? You think that would be good to do on roller skates?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, I'll think of something here. There's got to be a good professional job that would be good to do on skates. What about car sales? You know, the roller skating car salesman.
It's a gimmick. I mean, I guess, but depending on the roller skater you are, it could work for you, provided your lot was pretty clear or at least smooth.
You know, but here's a catch with that. I mean, if it's a car salesman that's on roller skates, I think it would have to be a car saleswoman, because you don't want like the 80-year-old guy on roller skates skating out to go work somebody on selling a car.
Yeah,
that may not be a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, so we've determined that roller skating with a walker would probably be bad.
Yeah.
What about roller skating strippers?
I'm sure there's a niche for that.
I think there might be a market for that.
Yeah.
Or ooh.
Wait, don't they call that dirt?
No, I've got the creme de la creme now. Oh man. Roller skating midget hookers.
Can you load them into like a Hot Wheels launcher and see how far they go?
Maybe the Little Tykes car that like my niece has got.
There you go.
Hey, skating bartenders. That would be something worth watching.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe
there's a
not.
bar. I think there is a bar somewhere. It's out west. But I believe there's a bar that's out west that actually does have skating bartenders.
Huh.
Unfortunately, I'm not by my computers. I can't look it up. I'm sorry, everybody. Welcome to the Trucker Diaries, I guess. But
Well,
skating
hold on, I'm looking.
bartenders. And I definitely want to know about skating strippers or skating hookers. Because something about that just says to me that would be extremely entertaining.
Okay, so there's a bar called the Avenue Bar. They posted a video a year ago that says your
Okay.
bar, does your bar got roller skating bartenders? Ours does.
And that's where?
That I don't know. Ooh, there's there really? Get out. Not here in Taylorville.
Really?
There was one in Taylorville called the Skateway Roller Rink. It says
Okay.
it's temporarily closed, but it came up as having roller skating bartenders.
You know, there's so much that's gone by the wayside. As I've gotten older and things I've noticed, and I'm sure you've noticed as well. But like you don't see roller rinks anymore.
Yeah.
And you don't see old school arcades anymore.
Yeah. Like, surely you remember the old Aladdin's Castle in White Oaks.
Oh,
Mall.
absolutely. Absolutely. Aladdin's Castle was one of my favorite places. You know, a lot of this is just gone by the wayside. You know, Rage and I talk about the bar that was right there by Camp Lincoln that we went to all the time back in the old days. And in the corner of that bar was an old drop in the quarter, sit down in the machine, Cruising USA video game.
Yeah.
And I could sit in that thing and play that thing for hours and just dump money into it. Not care. I had a ball with it. But these are things that you don't see anymore. And I think we're really depriving our youth, you know, the kids that are coming up today. We are really depriving them by being able to have the experiences of an Aladdin's Castle or, you know, a go-kart track or, you know, just these different things that we got to enjoy. I mean, remember like when we were in high school, they did lock-ins?
Yes. Actually, churches still do.
Do they?
Yes.
But yeah, like
churches
I
still
remember the lock-in over at Landmark in Peoria, where they had the arcade,
Okay.
the bowling alley, the racquetball, the tennis. You had all this stuff you could do, and you were locked in overnight. And it was a good time.
Hey, there is apparently easily over 10 skate bars in Houston. Because they have a
skate
top 10
bars?
ranking. Yeah. But
I
I don't
might
know
have
if
to,
they have tenders.
I might have to
Yeah, it looks
just,
like it's
might be time for me and the
it's just
bike to make a
skating.
little cruise to Houston.
Yeah.
And here I thought I'd do that for a football game.
Well, you still can technically.
Well,
You
I
can
know
just
the
have
one
a
that
pregame before.
I know the one I could not go to was last weekend where it was Houston versus Chicago because I was tossed. Because, like I said on Sunday, part of me won, but the other part of me lost when it came to that game because I've been a Bears fan my whole life, but I like the Texans. And it's like, damn it. I'm winning. I'm going to win, but I'm going to lose either way because I like both teams and they're playing each other.
Yeah. Well, no, I think
What
in
did
that
Corey have
case,
to
you
say
just
there?
hope for a really good game. Corey said Chicago has an old school arcade, Galloping Ghost. It's like $20 to get in, and all the games are free. I think it has over 800 games, and
Holy
it
shit.
has a bar.
Oh, even better. It's got a bar.
Yep. There you go.
So,
You get to watch people get drunk and play Dance Dance Revolution.
that could be fun. I would actually pay to watch that.
Yeah.
Drunken assholes doing DDR.
Yeah. Have them do Cruising USA while drunk.
Oh, I did that a lot. That was fun. I was the fastest drunk guy on that machine. I'll tell you what. So I got to talk to Rage today for a while. And I got an update from his wife yesterday on what's going on with him. He has started chemo and radiation. He did tell me today it's extremely painful. He said it is the most excruciating thing he's ever gone through in his life. And he wanted to thank everybody, especially our listeners, Corey and whoever else is listening tonight. He wanted to thank everybody for having his back, praying for him, all the positive vibes. He appreciates it. It was one of the few times in the last week he's been coherent and his memory was functioning.
Oh,
so it's affecting him quite a bit. So he did tell me that there was an individual that I'm not going to name that what does that say? Oh, take the kids to the mall. And so your wife says she misses being able to take the kids to the mall and just let them run for the afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you can turn the kids loose, and you didn't have to worry back then.
Yep.
All right, so
yeah, these are a different breed of kid. They're not the same as when me and you were growing up.
Oh hell, we'd try to take off.
Yeah.
But all right, so like I was saying, there is somebody to kind of get back to what I was saying. There is somebody that I have broadcast with in the past that had reached out, had talked to Rage. Rage was very pointed in saying that person could go fuck themselves. And he said it because when he reached out, this particular individual said, well, it's just your head. You'll be fine. And was very condescending considering everything Rage is going through right now.
Yeah, that's not very thoughtful at all. I mean, this is some serious shit.
Yeah, and Rage goes, I have brain cancer.
Yeah.
And this particular person again goes, well, it's in your head. You'll be fine.
I mean, it's not like he has like a minor concussion. I mean,
No.
even that's bad. But I mean, this is a rare brain cancer, a rare terminal brain cancer.
I mean, if he had a concussion, he was laying in a hospital bed and I was up there, I'd teabag him. You know, I mean, that's just how he and I were, you know. Granted, he'd be upset that my balls would have wound up on his forehead. But with this, I'm not making any, as anybody hasn't noticed, and normally nothing is sacred. But with this particular problem, I'm not making any jokes.
Yeah. If that's what he wants to do, but he's going to initiate that, not me.
What's that now?
I said Rage can make up the jokes for that.
Oh, yeah.
We can chuckle with him then, but I'm not going to just joke about it out of the blue. I'm just not. That, to me, is a dick move.
I made my one joke to him, but I waited for him to say, okay, do it. But I did it to him.
Yeah.
And he goes, you know what? Right there, that's what I needed. So I was, oh, damn. I got to admit, I was extremely upset about it. When I heard it. And I couldn't believe that this individual, knowing Rage, knowing him for as long as he has, actually said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, and it would be one thing if it was like a good joke, but it's not. And especially if he's not in a joking mood and you didn't call to joke around, you're just trying to throw one in there. No,
right.
Just stop.
That's not the
discredit.
Exactly. It's not the place you make that joke.
Yeah.
So I will tell a amusing anecdote about Rage and his current time in the hospital and what has been going on that I have learned about here over the last couple of days.
Okay.
Rage's wife and her boss went up to go check on him. And it was one of the days that he was really out of it. So while they were up there, his wife went to the bathroom and to go get something to drink and do a couple of things at the hospital. And her boss is sitting there. Now, I know her boss. Great guy. I've DJ'd one of his 5 weddings. I know him, you know.
Yeah.
Well, he was just sitting there being quiet and kind of watching him, and Rage goes, God, my dick hurts. Rips open the gown in the middle of the bed, grabs a hold of the hose for the catheter, and starts yanking on it, going, why won't this thing come out? Trying to remove his own catheter. So her boss is telling me about this. He says, yeah. I was like, no, he didn't. He goes, no. You don't understand. That gown got ripped open like he was a stripper. I saw 2 gigantic hairy balls and a tuna can in the middle of it. I'm like, wow, he couldn't even make it to a cheese wheel? He goes, nope, tuna can. And then he starts yanking on the line for the catheter, trying to yank it out. Well, they come in, they shoot him some sedative, they settle him back down. Mind you, he'd ripped off all of his leads, he'd ripped off his O2 sat monitor, all of it off, right?
Right.
I'm going, holy shit. They had somebody coding in the room next to him, which is why they did not go and immediately take care of him flipping out and trying to yank the catheter out of his own dong.
Yeah, I've been cathed before. I understand they're uncomfortable, but I wasn't pulling out the cath. No.
Well, it definitely brings new meaning to the words pulling out.
Yeah.
Not something I want to experience. Oh, I don't know, ever?
Yeah, exactly.
And he did say that Rage is not fully circumcised. It is only a circ to halfway. Left a little bit too much foreskin.
Yeah.
And the only question I had when I was told about that was, how the hell can you tell how much foreskin's there on a tuna can?
Yeah.
Now, Rage, of course, is denying this. But I wanted to get it on record that I heard this directly from an eyewitness. That he found a way to pull on it. It was just a little different.
Literally yanking it from the inside out.
Yes, he was. Like he was trying to milk himself. Oh, man. So you're no longer employed again.
Well, I mean, I remain on Social Security. So it's not like I don't have an income coming in. It's just
Well, no, I'm not
hoping
saying.
to maybe get out of Social Security. You know.
Have you ever thought about picking up something maybe part-time and supplement the Social Security?
Yeah, that's what I did before I went up to Wisconsin. I worked for the Springfield School District as a pre-K special ed aide. So I guess I could do that again. So I made enough to supplement but not remove my Social Security.
Well, I was going to suggest, a lot of the parts stores that are out there, they'll hire you knowing you're on Social Security and work around it, like AutoZone or O'Reilly's or Napa or Advance.
I mean, I figure at this point, I'm used to working with people like Chris and Rage and others, and working with special needs people is kind of my thing.
Well, you got a point there. I'm sure the others will disagree soon, but I did get an update on Marvin. He is back on his chemo as well.
Yeah.
And he's fighting through it. We talked a little bit this week.
Okay.
But with Marvin, as you know, of course, he's wanting to get through it as quickly as possible so he can go back to being the lovable, horny bastard that we all know.
Yeah. That we all know and most love. Just in varying degrees.
Well, I'm not going to try to love me. But he did send me a picture of some gal.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's
Did he have
cute. And he
another
goes,
hot again?
Marvin is never lacking in hot women that are around him. Ever.
Some guys have that luck. I mean, I have a friend who he has MS, but he always has I went out and met another cute girl today.
Yeah. And I mean, that's
It's like,
Marvin
okay.
right there through and through.
I mean, anymore, if my friend tells me he met a cute girl, it's like, and? Oh, can you tell me something new? You always meet a new cute girl somewhere.
You're going to tell me she waxed it and it looked like a big pink walnut? I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
oh,
yeah, at that point, you're just telling me the same story. I mean,
right. Oh, the beauty of hauling doubles.
yeah, is that
Which, of course, he's still in the chat room. I'm sure he understands that.
Yeah. See, Julie might understand that too. Her ex-husband, like, used to drive truck too. So I don't know if he still does or not. He may.
Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it back before right now I'm playing beat the clock. What I'm trying to beat is I want to get to Paige so I could pull in and Paige. Speak of the devil. Hey, Rage.
He said pull into Paige.
Yeah. She was very thankful.
I'd like to throw a shot into Paige, the wrestler.
Well, duh. And I would do that just to spite her bitch ass brother.
I mean, there's a lot of them out there I'd throw a shot into. Let's see. Alexa Bliss, definitely throw a shot into that crazy little twat.
Britt Baker.
Yep, I'd throw a shot into Rhea.
I'd throw a shot into Britt Baker just so I could look at her and go, Gavin Alexander, baby.
Let's see. I'd definitely throw a shot into Becky.
Yeah, just so I could tell her that, hey, I don't know if your husband ever told you, but I beat his ass one time at a show.
I mean, you gotta do the solid. Throw the shot in.
Yep. Julie says, poor Paige, winky face.
I'd have to throw one into Mom.
Well, I mean, you do have some people that are out there that I know that are a little weird. Like, there's one guy I know that's on a walker, has a habit of pooping himself, that I think he'd try to throw a shot into Jey Uso.
Oof.
Yeah.
Huh?
He said yeet.
Actually, he'd probably receive the shot from Jey Uso. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, so in other words, he's going with the, hey, Mommy, you ever have a date down at the Waffle House?
Hey, you know what? That was something that's been new on Raw.
I know that they're inexpensive, but food sure as hell good.
Well, Finn Balor turned around and told Jey Uso that Rhea was out of his league.
Oh, fuck.
And Rhea was standing there. And then Rhea looked at Jey and said, he's right about something, though. Or she says, he's right, though. And Jey goes, what, about you being out of my league? And she goes, no. About you focusing on getting the Intercontinental title.
Yeet.
You know, we've got Bad Blood around the corner. That is one of the matches for Bad Blood.
The Intercontinental Yeet title.
That's right. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I really want him to drop one to Jay. Finally, give him a singles title. He's earned it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't care if he beats Braun Breaker to get it.
Give him the Intercontinental Yeet title.
Yeah, he'll bring it out and spray paint Yeet on it.
Oh my God. I would lose my mind.
With laughter?
He's going to yeet all over the title, huh?
Oh,
He
yeah.
might.
He's going to yeet and blue all over the title.
He might he might get Rhea to help him yeet on that title.
Hey, whatever gets that mojo flowing.
Yep.
Jay wins that title, you know he's going to come in and start yeeting all over the place.
Yes. And you know who'll be out there with him?
Rhea.
And I think
And Damian Priest.
Wait a minute. Jey Uso's going to yeet on the Priest.
Jay might yeet on a Priest.
The Priest might eat on Jay.
Jay
Yeah.
saved the Priest's ass here a couple weeks ago.
For real?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been able to watch Raw.
Well, the Terror Twins are aligning with Jey Uso.
You know, brain cancer and everything.
Well, I mean, when you're pulling on a tuna can.
Tim's a homo, I swear.
Well, he just
I didn't
wanted to
say
watch-
his name, but I did tell the story.
Like
Former
he just
Chicago-
enjoyed watching you jerk on your chicken of the sea.
Hey, I can't help it that former Chicago Bear player Timothy Klein
Really, dude?
got his jollies off watching me yank at my appendage.
He said you were definitely trying to yeet yourself.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I've been kind of preoccupied with the wife.
Well, no, I gave the updates and things that you've been kind of in and out of coherency.
That
Oh.
being said, it's good to see you on the show.
They made it to the part of the wedding singer. Adam Sandler did the whoopity-doo.
Oh, you're watching The Wedding Singer?
Yeah.
Dude, now I know you're out of it.
He's watching The Wedding Singer and he's enjoying it.
You're not going to
Thanks,
yeet on The Wedding Singer, are you?
No.
I'd eat on Drew Barrymore, though.
Oh, all day long.
Duh.
I'd definitely throw a shot into Drew Barrymore.
I'd throw more than a shot.
I'd throw a shot in her. I'm not trying to get her pregnant.
No, Tom Green did enough of that.
So I've got an update on Happy Gilmore 2.
What?
Yeah.
I guess they've got a release date on it now, and a lot of the original characters are coming back.
Tell me they're going to do it to where Happy Gilmore Jr. is trying to be a miniature golf champ.
It's Happy coming back because the new generation pissed him off. I figured you would appreciate that a little more.
It's like he's got to play shit at some point in time.
Fucking millennials.
Here we go.
Lusting. Yeah.
Your favorite people, the millennials.
Yeah, little
just
Tom.
as long as Happy Gilmore doesn't ruin it the way Tiger Woods did when he came back.
Oh, scheitze.
Well, he came back and he kept coming and coming and coming and coming and leaving and leaving and leaving and leaving.
Yeah.
Until
But
the
yeah,
wife beat that ass with that 9-iron.
My understanding, that is the plot line, is he's running a golf course and the new generation pissed him off, so he went back on the tour to show him that he's still got it.
And let me guess.
And he's still the tour bad boy.
And it was the golf course ran by Chubbs, wasn't it?
I don't know which one it was. But I do know that he's married to the girl from the first one and this one.
Okay, good.
So you know he's yeeting all over that.
Yeah.
Yeet, yeet, yeet.
That's
yeet,
good. I mean, really.
Yeet, yeet.
Rage must be pulling on his catheter tube again.
No, not pulling on the tube.
The downside to hauling doubles is you got to go a little slower.
Yeah. Well, you're taking two on at the same time, TJ.
Yeah, that's not exactly the threesome I ever thought I'd want to get into.
What, Nikki Cross, Rhea Ripley, and Alexa Bliss?
That'd be a dream.
Yeah, it would.
No, I'm talking about hauling two trailers. I mean, luckily, I've never had a threesome.
Ah, shit.
I've heard they're a lot of work.
More than what you know.
I figure as long as everyone's a team player, I mean, at least to a certain extent.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're going to go, oh, hey, let's all fuck one another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it's not like everyone can be a top, bottom, or whatever.
What is it with people only pulling halfway off the road today? Motherfucker.
It's like either pull out or pull in. One of the two.
Right. In or out. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out.
Yep.
Stop
See,
being
you got it. Why can't they?
Stop being such a puss, bruv.
Like I said, man, I mean, this is a highly traveled highway, and people are not even getting all the way off on the shoulder. They're just halfway off of there. I'm like, what the fuck, dick? Oh, boy. So I finally cut the lawn down at home.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
And I wound up with a piece of the pollen in my eye.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah. Like, so it blew back in my face, and I ended up with pollen in my right eye.
Ouch.
And it's just about cleared out now, but the last couple of days I've had a mild case of conjunctivitis because of the fucking pollen in my eye.
And here we thought you weren't using your video camera was because you were driving.
Well, I'm not using a video camera because I'm driving and because you wouldn't see me anyway. Because Rage, of all people, who knows how much I hate video chat, decided to bug me on that today as I was pulling in. And you don't see a whole lot in this truck when I'm going down the road.
My bad, bruv.
But I was also on a business call when he called the first time, and then I had to interrupt the business call to grab him.
Yeah. You hear that, Rage? You're important. He stopped a business call to talk to you.
But I also got updates on the old school that I used to work at, and I kind of got a kick out of that.
They closed down yet, or getting close?
Not yet.
Got their
But they're not
accreditation
enrolling like they were.
Oh, I bet. Probably hard to make a program without a truck.
Yeah, right. Well, all I need to do is just get through tonight, get through tomorrow night, and then I am off for the weekend. I am going to the meat market. I am getting a brisket. It is going on the grill. And I'm going to cook.
There's a strip club called the Meat Market down there.
Oh, man, I'd be there all the time just to say, I'm going to the meat market.
And Adam, you know he's not lying.
I mean,
yeah.
You know, I didn't go to many meat markets when I was younger.
But it's time to go to one now that he's older.
And I rarely ever wound up at a place that I ended up taking women home when I was younger. Matter of fact, I had a really boring sex life when I was younger. Not much at all.
God, Pinocchio, put your nose away. Lying asshole.
What are you talking about?
Should we ask that one cop, you know, the one that kind of used her handcuffs on him?
I do not know of this cop that you speak.
Right.
Or we asked to take that guy to station with.
Like,
hey, I do know back then, though, Stacy's mom had it going on.
So listen, what you did to that cop got everyone off, including that cop.
Including LeJean Witherspoon. And myself. And TJ Miner. And about...
we just talked.
About 15 to 20 drunken party goers that were winging Jack Daniels bottles.
So you see, TJ, why can't you just admit that you fucked for the freedom of all? You took one for the team.
Thank you, TJ.
Look, the one that I remember to this day, and it was probably my favorite one, was the standing ovation. Because I got two parts on that one. One, I got the standing ovation when I walked out, nothing but my bathrobe. And number two, I got the pleasure of knowing that the antelope came off the wall and hit Toby in the head.
That was a beautiful thing.
And the fact that she was a screamer helped out a lot.
No, I hope he doesn't get the brain cancer from the antelope hitting him in the head.
Nah, you know what? The only way he's going to wind up with brain cancer is if something hits him in the ass.
Oh, you mean like Freak's penis?
Could be. You never know.
I know. Are you saying?
Yes, I know. 30 minutes and I have to take a break. All because I didn't wait another 20 seconds to get my fucking time. I'm going to have to take a 30-minute break.
Really?
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm trying to get to Page, Texas. Because there's a Whataburger there. And my boss this is Truck Driver Appreciation Week, by the way.
Okay.
So if you know a trucker, thank a trucker.
Thanks, Pops.
Truck drivers are all accepting gifts this week. And I received a gift card from my boss.
To Whataburger.
For $50 to Whataburger.
You mean your boss didn't give you a tip? Or did he only give you the tip?
She sent me a $50 gift card to Whataburger. I love Whataburger. That is probably my favorite fast food place.
Did you tip her back?
Well, it was an email gift card. They got to scan the QR code so I can use it. But it was really cool. You know, I'm like, man, that right there, that makes working here so worthwhile. Like, they didn't have to do anything. They could have been like, it's just another work week and let me go. I didn't even know it was Trucker Appreciation Week until they said something.
But they couldn't even give you a card to swipe in the slot?
Well, they're in Houston and they emailed it. I'm not going to complain about it. An email gift card spends just the same.
Right.
I guess, yeah. Get you a meal overnight. Yeah.
Now, next year, I would like to advocate and say that I would be willing to accept a gift card to the massage parlor that gives a happy ending.
Yes. Yeet. Yeet. Yeet.
And the yeets begin again.
Yeet. Yeet. Yeet.
All right, so another update on an upcoming show. Dexter Original Sin is set to drop in December.
What?
That's right. A new Dexter series that shows the origin story of Dexter and how he became America's favorite serial killer.
Until I start in.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and her sexy little blonde ass is actually cast in this show.
Oh, I'm so invested.
Another girl to
And
get on.
The girl they found to play a young LaGuerta really does look like LaGuerta.
And LaGuerta gets murked.
So they cast it right.
Well, I'm invested in this.
And then starting next year will be a new multi-season arc with Michael C. Hall returning to the role in Dexter Resurrection.
Oh, I'm so invested.
I'm excited for Original Sin.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of pieces that were never discussed on what it took for Dexter to get there. But I'm even more excited for Resurrection.
Very.
Oh, and in Dexter Original Sin, a little caveat to get you a little more invested.
Huh.
Dexter's inner voice.
His dark passenger.
Dexter's inner thoughts, his inner voice that he always had, his inner monologue.
Yeah, his dark passenger.
Not the dark passenger. The dark passenger was always like his dad or Deb or his brother.
Dead could definitely be my.
His inner monologue where he's like, tonight's the night. Where he's thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know that though, right?
The inner monologue is going to be played by none other than Michael C. Hall, the original Dexter.
Oh, Sheboygan.
I think Rage just yeeted a bit. He has a yeet sheet.
Yeah, he's yeeted all over that sheet.
I bet you couldn't say that was on my 2024 bingo card.
What, yeeting on a sheet?
Well, if that's the case, this white sheet right here, it would have
I'm
been
pulling
marked.
doubles. That guy's pulling gas. This could be an explosive day. Well, all right, guys. So we're right at about an hour, and I haven't got much phone battery left. I've got to keep some so I can finish out my day.
Okay.
So, with that being said, Rage, what are your final thoughts tonight?
Dun 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 dun. I'm hating it.
Well, yeah, you got it from McDonald's.
Yeah.
So I got brain cancer from McDonald's?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Had to be that one on 9th Street.
Oh, that. Don't say
Right there by 3CW.
Don't say that, because that could be such a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Adam, final thoughts tonight.
If you're gonna yeet on a sheet, just make sure you don't fossilize it. Okay.
Oh,
Oh God. Oh. Everyone, well, I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry it is such a short show tonight, but when I'm working, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing too. Remember, thank the trucker and your family that's doing their job because they're making sure you're fed. I'm TJ. There's Adam and Rage down below us. Thank you for tuning in to Amigos After Dark. We will see you Sunday with our bumper music again. And remember, next Thursday will be another Driving in the Crypt. We'll see you on Sunday night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.